Now the third runners are milling around at the start. We're just past start time, but the gate is going into position. We, of course, had become delayed. Races had to go back here. The stewards had a protest hearing in the previous race, which they ultimately upheld. It was second against first. They just had some difficulty, as I understand and as was conveyed to me, just getting access to sufficient footage to adjudicate on the objection. And just whilst they sorted out those technical glitches, they just went into the upcoming race. So rather than try and slot in, they just made the decision to go back a race. All races are back, and our last race tonight, race number 8, will be seen on Sky Racing 2 at 10:08. So please note 10:08 for Sky Racing 2 for the 8th race here at Penrith. All races are back one, and this is our third. They're scoring up. Live in Style is coming up on the inside. It gets set with Most Admired. Allison's Jet in the cerise colours comes up. Coming up here's Our Red Sky Night, Mochu Blazing Spirit, and Welcome to Vegas. Now Live in Style has galloped. Now they've got around it. But Susie So Sweet lets it through, so we might be right here. Live in Style is going to pick up again. Let's see what happens. It's up on the gate. Set, racing. And one of the first to show out was Most Admired down near the inside, away well as Our Red Sky Night. And they were followed just in behind those by Live in Style. And next on the outside of those runners, getting a nice track through the field, is the Irish in Me. Caught deep there is Allison's Jet onto the first turn, and then Susie So Sweet, followed by Lucky Lark the Grey in the centre, and caught deep Mochu Blazing Spirit. Well back is the heavily tried Billion Smiles, and settling at the tail of the field is Welcome to Vegas. They sort their order out and come into the straight 2 to go, and Allison's Jet working hard on the outsiders, going up on the outside there of Most Admired. Might even have a look for the lead, although Most Admired again hunts through, and it's Most Admired and Allison's Jet going stride for stride, lead time 39.1. Our Red Sky Night eases into the 1-1, followed by Live in Style next the inside. The next pair, as they go into the back of the Irish in Me, who races on the outside of Susie So Sweet, who's 3 markers in about 5th or 6th spot. And then came Lucky Lark, about 2 lengths away in the field, then to Billion Smiles, followed by Welcome to Vegas, and whipping them in down the back straight as Mochu Blazing Spirit. They've completed a lap. They've got 1.5 left to go as they run down the back straight. And the leader is Most Admired by a half length on Allison's Jet, who's sitting second, parked without cover. Live in Style is locked away on the leader's back, and into the 1-1 is Our Red Sky Night having a nice run. Further back to Susie So Sweet, 3 markers 5th, and then came on the outside of those the Irish in Me, and here's Mochu Blazing Spirit letting go around them quickly. Followed further back then in the field then by Lucky Lark, going to the outsiders Billion Smiles, and last of all still is Welcome to Vegas. First quarter was 31.8 as they get the bell lap to go this time, and the leader is Most Admired down the straight, making a mid-race move to go and park is Our Red Sky Night, and that gives Allison's Jet the 1-1, followed then by Live in Style the inside. Mochu Blazing Spirit is about 5th and 6th, 3 deep, going into the back straight from Susie So Sweet, Lucky Lark. Further back then to Billion Smiles, who's 3 deep with a cart home, and last of all is Welcome to Vegas. 600 metres left to go, 31 seconds for the second quarter, 62.8 for the half. As they run down the back, it's Most Admired and Our Red Sky Night pretty much locked together. Third is Allison's Jet on the outside, followed by Live in Style and a Loose Rein, and then came further back in the race then by the Irish in Me, Susie So Sweet, Lucky Lark, and Billion Smiles is near enough to last and has to go 4 and 5 wide as they come for home. 29.3 for the third quarter. Most Admired and Our Red Sky Night fight it out. Allison's Jet got to third, and then came Live in Style, and the others are headed by the Irish in Me. There's no Billion Smiles. They swing in for home. It's Most Admired and Our Red Sky Night. They're having a good battle. The leader narrowly is Most Admired, trying hard as Our Red Sky Night. Most Admired, Our Red Sky Night levels up, grabs the lead and beat them. Our Red Sky Night and the last striders grab Most Admired. Third home was the Irish in Me. Might have been Allison's Jet. Fourth, not sure, but because Susie So Sweet got to the line okay, and Lucky Lark, and then came Welcome to Vegas, Live in Style, Billion Smiles and Mochu Blazing Spirit a mile off them, and Our Red Sky Night wins, and Rob Sherry the winning trainer notches up his first win in those Melbourne Storm colours. Winner will be, I fancy, number 4, Our Red Sky Night. 212 is the mile rating. 31.8, 31, 29.3 and 28.8. as we stand by for the judge to post all numbers. 4 is in the frame, our Red Sky Knight, Nathan Sheriban, Rob Sherry combine, and by M. Wardle and M. Sinclair, a brown mare 5 by Better's Delight out of Lisconnie has been able to score 4, 2, 8, and 3 does get fourth. 4, 2, 8 and 3. The times are just flashed out of the board there for the moment, but the quarters, the first 3 quarters, 31.8, 31, 29.3. So we'll have other details soon, but race number 3 on the card, taken out by our Red Sky Knight. And Rob Sherry there training his own team at the moment and has notched